president.
Y'all wait with your daddy.
Yeah, not saying that at all. If she was white, do you think it would have been the same search? If she was white.
What's up, guys? My name is Tam, and you're tuned into Ninja Please.
Hello, this is Watch the Tam Ninja Please podcast, episode 1, season 1.
So tune in. We got a lot to talk about. What's up? What's up? Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our first live. This is Ninja Please podcast. My name's Tam.
I'm Watts.
And we got a lot to talk about, don't we?
What up? Am I delaying?
I hope not.
Well, like you didn't hear that just now. Okay. Where you been, man? You look a little tropical, man. Where you been?
Is it the tan? I just got back from Mexico. Look, you look a little different. You got a little halo over there. What's going on with you?
Got a little tan, you know what I'm saying? I've been in Aruba.
Oh, how is it?
Relaxing.
Yeah.
Look,
so I've been in Mexico, you've been in Aruba, and a lot has been going on in the world around us. A lot of topics we've missed because we've been out of town, but I want to catch up. I want to talk about some of this stuff. So you guys just bear with us just a brief moment while we jump into some first topics here. So it looks like the first topic is the Roe versus Wade. I know we're late, but we still got to talk about it. So I don't know if you want to talk about this first or you want me to talk about it.
Let's go. Let me hear your thoughts. Roe versus Wade. Let's hear it.
All right. So I don't know too much about the Roe versus Wade, but I do know a lot of people are up in arms in terms of having their constitutional right to be able to abort, women being able to abort babies. They are upset. I know here in Dallas, they've been protesting outside of my window. Some days I'm like, shut up. But, I know people want to fight for their rights. So I completely get that. But I'm gonna say my opinions because I want to know what you think first.
I'm kind of on the fence. I'm
Okay,
kind of on the spiritual standpoint. Should nobody be killing no babies? You know what I'm saying? That's the spiritual me talking. Now, flesh me is saying that, like, what if you have your rapes or your mother that has mental illness? You know what I'm saying? And they can't deal with babies. You know what I'm saying? And bad things can end up happening when mothers have kids that they don't want.
You said bad things happen when people have kids.
Geronimo, what's up, baby? We're on the Roe versus Wade topic so far, baby. Yeah.
So bad things happen.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Let's take it personal. If you were to get raped in the alley, right? You end up getting pregnant. What are you doing? What is your first thoughts to do with the baby?
For me, because I'm a Christian, okay, I would just think, Mary didn't want, I don't know if Mary wanted Jesus,
He didn't. He wasn't before the virgin.
That was happenstance. So for me, I would have to just have the baby because I would just assume that it would be God's will. Like the Bible tells us that kids are a gift from God. So I would just have to take that into account. For me personally, I'm speaking for Tam. I don't want to speak for anybody else out there because I know it's a lot of women out there. My body, my body, my rights, women. But I think when it comes to just like my standard, my faith is kind of where I draw the line. I can't really worry about my body because my body don't belong to me. So that's just kind of where I sit on it.
Okay, well, what if this happened to a woman that has homicidal thoughts or thoughts of harming? Just know that she don't need no kids. And the Roe versus Wade Act goes into effect to where she can't have an abortion, can't take a Plan B, could do none of that.
Yeah. So,
Do you
I mean,
consider that type of ordeal going on?
yeah.
Jeremy Glenn, what's happening, baby? I see you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be the same thing. So, abortion isn't the only option, right? You got adoption that you could also do. And then people that still have like medical issues, they're able to, have those terminated if they're already kind of leading up to that. So that doesn't affect women who have those particular things going on. And I think a lot of women are using that as a scapegoat. Like, what if something happened and I got to choose and you're not giving me that choice. It's not about that. What we're talking about is women who knowingly just want to have an abortion because they, in their mind, they're not ready, or they just simply don't want to have a baby in that moment, whether they were just having sex or they were raped or whatever the case may be. They just decided to make that choice. And, those numbers where people are raped and those kind of things, they're small. They're at, when it happens, I can't really talk about it because it never happened to me. So I know for a person that has experienced that, they don't want to hear that. But at the end of the day, like, it really just depends on what your morals and your standards are. And then you're able to make a decision based on that. And everybody's morals and standards are different. So I can't really say what somebody else should do. I would just say, like, if you're a Christian in the body of Christ, like, my perspective is thou shalt not kill, and I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Well, I'm just putting myself in other people's shoes. I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that it should be, you know what I'm saying, done away with. And the jokers that's running around here just getting smashed on, getting pregnant. And then, you know what I'm saying, you rely on that abortion or that Plan B pill. You gonna think twice before you get smashed. And you know what I'm saying? And for the brothers too, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just be out here just be skeeting.
Oh my gosh.
Worry about the consequences. Just skeeting and you know what I'm saying, having babies you ain't taking care of. You know what I'm saying?
Did you
Like
say skeeting?
I said skeet. You ever seen that show, My Cousin Skeeter? He came from Skeet.
No, no,
You
I
know what I'm
haven't.
saying? Yeah, he came from. I'm just saying that's the deal here. But yeah, it'll make jokers start thinking twice.
Which leads us to our second topic. Okay, let's go ahead and fast forward. So, the second topic is: do you believe in marriage? We're not talking about just randomly skeet, or are we? Are we? So, look, I started the last conversation. So you told me as a gentleman, you're such a gentleman, an entrepreneur, a businessman, a father. Okay, you gonna look like the Rock. Yeah,
Do I
like,
believe in marriage?
do you believe in marriage?
Yes, I believe in marriage.
Okay, is there a specific
Well,
reason?
I don't. Some people just shouldn't be married, or some marriages fail because you're not meant to marry certain people. But I think people are grown enough to know, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that this is the one. There ain't nothing changed, and you know what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and do this instead of just what internet call it shacking up.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm a firm believer in marriage.
yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you, for the viewers out there watching, if you don't
How do you
know,
not? Oh, so there's
what
people out there that don't believe in marriage,
there are
right?
people, yeah.
We need people to chime in why you don't believe in marriage. I can see why people wouldn't believe in marriage because they look around and see a lot of marriages gone wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, our moms and pops, you know what I'm saying? They the only ones that gave me hope. How long they been?
My parents have been together. I think this year will be like their 40th year.
You don't
They've
see
been
that
knowing
these days.
each other since they were kids. So yeah,
Granny
like,
had, Granny had 15 kids. Out of all Granny's kids, who else to stay married out of all 15 kids?
my parents, right?
Yeah, exactly. Your parents.
Yeah,
Auntie and uncle, I see you. Y'all the only ones that
yeah.
gave me hope. Well, other than
Shut.
that, if I didn't see that growing up, I wouldn't have. Yeah, divorce is at an all-time high because
Yeah.
women is raised to be men.
Oh, here you go.
They
Look,
don't know how to take. They don't know how to take the woman role. That's what's going on these days. That's why. Thank you, Jeremy G. It's at
all
an all-time high. It's going
right.
on. It's going down here.
Yeah, I think the perspective of, like, do you believe in marriage is kind of what you saw. Like, when you were growing up. Like if you saw some dynamic of a healthy relationship, then you maybe have a little bit of hope. And then some in some cases when you don't see healthy, all you know is like, yo, I don't want this for myself. Like I want to have a healthy relationship. Like I don't want my kids to have the same experience. So for me, I absolutely believe in marriage. I've seen my parents love each other. I've seen them have issues and work through those issues. I've seen unconditional love. And because of that, even though I've been married and divorced, like I still believe in love. I still believe in marriage. And I'll tell you why. So you talked about our grandparents and our grandparents having 15 kids, my dad being the youngest. Shout out to my grandparents who are now in heaven. If they would have stopped at 14, I wouldn't be here. So,
Right. Hey, look at that like that. That's crazy.
yeah.
That's funny.
So
My pops,
shout
my
out.
pops, my pops was number 7, so I would have been
Yes.
here regardless, baby.
So shout out to the grandparents for getting it in a holy matrimony. But in terms of like how close knit our family was because our grandparents were married, can you imagine like if they weren't married, how dispersed we would have been? And we see that in our
Yeah.
generation now, like where cousins don't really know they sleeping with your cousin, you kissing cousins because you don't really know that's your cousin. You don't get along with one side of the family. Y'all
Oh,
don't show.
that almost happened with me to me before. It's so many of us. It was the one that didn't come around. I didn't. It didn't almost happen. I almost shot my shot until I seen. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wait a minute. She looked familiar. Now, let me do my research. Oh, damn it! It happened.
You almost talked to one of my
I
cousins.
almost shot my shot in the messages until I seen a post that your pops had put on her page.
Dude.
I'm like, wait a minute. Everybody's your cousin.
Dude, you incest much?
Not at all.
Dude. So yeah, I think there's something to being married, having a happy marriage, being committed, because if you have that, your generations that come from you, they'll be close. And I think that's what hurts our communities and the communities around us when we're not close knit, when we don't have a village looking after each of our kids and stuff like that. Sometimes things fall through the cracks. So I absolutely believe in marriage because I feel like that's what God's design is for us to have those experiences of man and female, and all the qualities of femininity and masculinity into one. So you have that idea of who God is, and you can kind of walk through life through that. We got another comment, so I'm gonna put that on the screen.
Yeah.
Geronimo says people get married to get divorced. Plus, it's a one-sided arrangement that benefits women more than men. The court systems make sure women get rewarded with cash and prizes whenever they.
Good point, Geronimo.
Is it?
That's another reason why men ain't trying to get married, because you know what I'm saying, women is out to be shady and is on some grimy stuff. Like especially if just say it's more easier. Like I'm gonna take my brother for example.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to meet who he wants to meet now, because once he get to a certain level and has a certain amount of money, he's not gonna get married. Because you always got at the back of your head, hey, what is this person actually here for? You know what I'm saying? Hey, if I get divorced, you know what I'm saying, this can happen, that can happen. You know what I'm saying? That when the prenup conversation comes in, and then there's, oh, you don't really love me. Oh, you don't really love me. You know what I'm saying? I'm now just trying to make sure I ain't getting screwed over at the end. You know what I'm saying? What's your take on it?
Yeah, that's like I don't have the male perspective. I just have the female perspective and kind of walking through my own experience. Like I was married to somebody who, like, we were both building together, so we didn't have much. We didn't have much. When we were kind of going through that separation phase, he kind of checked out on me. Like I was homeless, so it wasn't anything for me to steal or anything for me to work through. But it did teach me a lot of things being in that position. But I do know there's some trifling women out there. I know there's trifling men out there, but I think when you go into the relationship for the right reason, perfect love should cast out all fear. So all of those fears and doubts that you have about what the other person will do, if we do more of our due diligence, because I didn't do this and maybe you did or maybe you didn't, but if we do more due diligence in terms of like who we date, paying attention to who they are, stop ignoring the red flags and all of that kind of stuff, and really identifying like what we want in a mate, in a spouse, in a long term, forever partner, then we can maybe cut out the motives and worrying about like what they're going to do, because really your focus is going to be on that lifetime and not on what if this ends. So I just kind of look at it from an optimistic standpoint.
Okay. I can dig it. What's up?
All right.
Okay, what's Jeremy? If you comment, what's up, fam? One more time. The podcast is up. You can ask that 4 times.
All right, so we're gonna jump into another topic that we missed. We gotta talk about Kels. Of course, we gotta talk about Kels, bro. So
It's the Piper.
the
Pied
Pied
Piper.
the Pied Piper.
Now he behind them Pied Pipes.
Ew.
Okay, what's your? I'm gonna let you lead with this one because me and you done talked during the documentary. We done talked after the documentary. We done talked during the indictment. This is like years in the making. And you didn't. I want you to tell the people what you got to think. What's your perspective on it now?
I'm disgusted with R. Kelly. Okay, I ban his music until it comes on. I'm stepping.
Oh, well, I can do a breakdown. Start over. You
Okay,
said you disgusted. I ain't heard nothing.
I said I was disgusted, and I banned his music until it comes on, and then I'm like accidentally still like vibing to "Step in the Name of Love," and then I gotta be like, oh wait, he's a pedophile. Like it annoys me that I can't really enjoy his music because he is a musical genius. It just sucks that the person he is, I can't really appreciate his gift anymore because I don't know who he's singing to.
It sure do sound like you just already predetermined that you already know what actually literally happened.
Who?
You believe everything that was said against R. Kelly?
I mean, we already knew he was talking to Aaliyah when she was a teenager. Like we grew up in that time. You seen the video. I know you watched the video.
Okay, no, I'm not talking about. And that I'm talking about. Okay, let's fast forward it. Okay, let's forget about the Leah in the video. Let's fast forward. Let's fast forward to the documentary.
Okay, I seen the documentary, and I made my kids watch said documentary.
Okay. So do you believe all that was said about him in that documentary? That he started browse, he ain't letting bitches go to shop or eat. He got him locked up in the dungeon. Handcuffed to a post in the bed, just feeding them cereal with a fork. That's just the worst thing you could do. Kidnapping. You believe all that?
It looked a little bit realistic to me. Like when he was talking to Gail right here, he was like, "When you talking teenager, how young we talking?" This dude.
He thought he was talking. I thought he said that to Torre.
No, he said it to Gail. He was like, "Oh,
that's stupid."
Yeah, this dude.
Don't get me wrong. I don't condone and talking to underage. You know what I'm saying? Women like when I was a teenager, I didn't even like underage women. I was like the 20-something up when I was 15, 13, 12. So yeah, I just love, you know what I'm saying? So I personally can't see what a grown man would see in an undeveloped body. You understand? That's first and foremost. Second of all, why we're not holding accountable these parents and everybody else that was shushing the fact, don't say nothing. Everybody that was in the circle, everybody that claimed that was on that damn Survivor R. Kelly, seeing what was going on, the parents getting paid off so these things can transpire. Well, I mean, no, they get a pass.
No, I mean, if the parents were involved in it in any form and fashion, I think, obviously they're wrong and they should be held accountable for that as well. But I can't.
Why is that not the narrative then? Why is it just this monster? He didn't. You know, say okay, well, who cares? You know, said the parents don't do it. They even got paid for it. This thing all start coming out till they stop getting paid when they reached 21. They were too old for them, right? But they better stop coming in. You know what I'm saying? That's when all this started happening.
Yeah.
So don't say no. So why is that not the narrative?
Because I guess on the documentary, it looked like the parents were like trying to get their babies back, and it looked like they were struggling.
I didn't get that situation in the first place. If I had a daughter
Maybe
15
they
years
genuinely thought that he was going to help them in the music industry.
old,
A lot of parents are desperate to help
14
their
and 15,
kids follow their
they
dreams.
go for weeks. Let them stay the night. Oh, yeah, I'm going to just leave my 14, 15-year-old baby. Yeah, you good, Mr. 35-year-old R. Kelly. I trust you. This is problem. Jeremy Good say problem is the sex trafficking is at an all-time high. Jeremy know everything that's at an all-time high. That's my boy, too. I know him personally, too. He know everything that's at an all-time. Every time we
Good.
go live, he know whatever's on the all-time high.
Yeah. So look, let's wrap this conversation up because I don't. It's hard. It's hard to put blame everywhere it needs to go because we don't know all the facts when it comes to those parents, their motives and their intentions. But for now, R. Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison. He was convicted.
Is that enough years for you?
I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They give
I
killers
mean,
10, 15.
he,
They
he
give
get,
they give killers 10 or 15 years
that's what I was
manslaughter.
gonna
They just
say.
admit.
That's what I was gonna say. My brother's murderer only got 15 years, right? And then I think like after 7 years, they were like trying to let him out on early release. So yeah, he's definitely getting a lot more than most people that kill people. But you know, sex trafficking is another thing because you can kill people's spirit, mentally, and all of those things. So I don't want to discount victims as well. But shout out to R. Kelly for his music. Shout out to R. Kelly because he's locked up.
They won't let him out. So he got to go to Chicago and fight some more indictment charges. Ooh,
Yeah,
he out of
that's
there. Life, buddy. He might as well start writing Suge Knight, start shooting kites to Suge Knight. Well, Suge
love to
Knight
see
gonna be
it.
home for him, but still,
Love to see it.
along with
Anybody
this,
that mess with the babies, love to see it.
attractive people to do people are doing whatever they can to sneak this crap in.
Jeremy, what you talking about?
I didn't get to read that one good. I read it too late. What did you see
All
what he
right,
said?
I missed it. Jeremy, tell us what you
Huh?
talking about. I missed it.
Huh?
All right. So next topic that we missed, and unfortunately I wasn't a part of the wave, nor did I need to be, but whatever. So DoorDash
I
apparently
ain't know what's going on with DoorDash.
they had a glitch,
I ain't heard about it.
So they had a
What happened?
glitch and people were losing their mind, going online and ordering everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. They was ordering alcohol. I heard they was ordering TVs, ordering McDonald's for no reason. They was ordering this alcohol and selling it, apparently for the low.
For the low.
For the
That's
low.
how it go.
I mean,
If I
who
would
got
have did
time
the
to be
same
doing
thing
all that?
about it. Why you tell me when this haberdashery was going down? I
Yeah,
did the same thing.
because I ain't want to see you caught up in the tomfoolery. I can't even read that.
So
Look,
is there gonna be some type of penalty charges
yeah,
or something for these people that because they glitched took advantage of it? What's gonna happen?
yeah. So a lot of people were getting chargebacks. A lot of people were getting kicked off of DoorDash for abusing DoorDash. So negatives in their account. DoorDash has been deactivated, which sucks for you because I
How much
love
did they
it.
stock go? Did they stock go down? How much did they stock go down?
I don't know. I don't know, but I think they only recoup 30% of what was spent on that day, which sucks for
White
them.
people giving stuff back. That was white people giving it back. No, I feel guilty. I shouldn't have did it. Gave it back. The other 70% was niggas. They kept it. Okay, I just did whatever comes. Oh, people
Uh,
that are attracted to money. It's too late, Jack. We're on to the next subject. Yeah, screw them too. We hate them.
but anyways, yeah, people stop stealing. Don't steal. Whatever.
I'm gonna come back on. Y'all don't steal no more.
You can't steal. It's going to come back. It has to. When you put
Trump
that
is a
energy out
beast.
there, it has to come back. I don't want no parts of that. I'm trying to get all
Yeah.
my blessings. So
Back.
yeah.
Right.
This is grabbing crab legs, tequila, contraceptives, and
Well, okay,
television.
when you do stuff like that, like you don't think like the government is screwing us anyway. So let me screw the system a little bit. Let me give the system a little something they've been giving us, right?
I always anything electronic. I always feel like they're tracking you. They're tracking you. Like what you think?
Understand.
And people were putting like bootleg debit cards on there, and then they were still getting kicked out of their accounts. So was it worth it? I don't know.
Nah,
All right, so we got
I
a
did it.
question. Next topic. Did this question come from somebody, one of our fans? I don't
We
know
already
where.
did that. Do that question on the last episode.
No, did we? Y'all, did we do this question?
Yeah,
I
the
don't
one we
remember.
had.
Why am I waiting like somebody's gonna talk? Like y'all,
Yeah,
y'all,
girl.
you sent me this question. You literally sent me this question today.
Today.
Yeah, in the text. You sent me
Oh,
who is your support system. So go
oh
ahead and answer.
man.
Look, who's your support system, Cuzzo?
To be honest, I ain't trying to cap like my support system. Oh man, I pretty much have a village,
Mm-hmm.
but to look like deep down, you know what I'm saying? Like to go deep down, and it probably had to be for the most part. I would just have to give it to God. To be honest with you,
You have to give it what?
I just have to give it to God. There'll be
Give
too
it to
much stuff going on here.
yeah,
That's my support system. I ain't gonna front,
yeah, yeah,
especially here. It's been going down lately. Never
yeah,
been whooping my ass. So yeah, so my support system comes from a different type of being.
yeah. I would say
Yeah,
that the same. I think my support system is mostly like a small circle. Like, of course, you're part of my support system.
know
Um,
it.
my parents are part of my support system. You know, I got a couple friends that are part of the support system. But honestly, my circle's pretty small. Like you saying, like the devil's really been messing with me too. So like when the devil's messing with you, you got hell breaking through. Like you start realizing like who your support system, who not your support system. I'm kind of in that season of like who can be with me through all the seasons. You know, when I got money, when I don't got money, when I'm like happy, when I'm like feeling like crap, those kind of things. And, you know, obviously,
Well, I know when you feel like crap, but I don't never know when you ain't got money.
won't it?
It's been
Yeah, it's been a minute since
y'all
I've been
get that book. Y'all get that book.
broke. Yeah,
It
but
get
I've been look, you know, but I've been homeless before. You know, I've been
right.
homeless before, and the same people that were there with me in those moments, whether they knew if I was homeless or not, are the same people that are still with me, whether they know if I got money or not. So, my support system really hadn't really changed. I've lost, like my brothers say, I've lost a few along the way, but I never lost the way. You know. So yeah, that's my
Uh,
support system. So how do you like when it comes to like people you know, how do you find your support system?
you got a foundation. They come to you. That's why I call it
Mm,
support. Like people that really got me can hear it in my voice. They can you know what I'm saying. They can tell from how I'm looking. They can. I ain't gotta tell them nothing. Y'all know me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I called you the other day. What's wrong? Shit. I'm trying to tell you what's wrong.
Yeah, that's the
They gonna,
funny
you
thing.
you ain't gotta call and announce nothing, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, that's real.
That's real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You
love
understand?
and I love that about you. I love that about my parents too. Like my dad called me. I had a hell of a day today. I lost a friend today, and I was so sad about it. And I ain't tell nobody, but my dad called and he was like, "Hey, I just want to call and check on you. You doing okay?" And I was just like,
Not,
"Oh."
people know not a friend like a friend died. Like found out a friend was a square and had to get that circle.
Yeah, I got betrayed. I got betrayed by a friend, and I was like heartbroken, really sad about it. And my dad just randomly check on me, and he always does that. I think it's just like a God thing, the Holy Spirit thing. Because anytime something's going on, like you said, you have a support system that will reach out to you. You ain't always got to reach out to them. You ain't always got to hear from them. But when you need somebody, they show up. They just show up for you.
Yeah, I got a homegirl named Paulette. Like, no matter how many years we ain't spoke, or months, or weeks, she always called me when I'm going through something. She felt it, what's going on, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Skippy, JG. Yeah, so that's the kind of support system I have. You know what I'm talking about? Like, y'all just know it. Feel it in the spirit. Because God kissed it and the devil missed it.
Shut up. Next topic. On that note, we're gonna talk about another little taboo topic, the Brittany Griner conversation. So a lot of people thinking unlawful detention because she is a woman, and they feel like if it was LeBron James, then LeBron James wouldn't be in jail right now. And I beg to differ, but that's just me. I'm always gonna think the opposite. I can't be devil's advocate all the time. So anyway, so she got caught with a hash oil vape in the middle of a war, and allegedly, these are all alleged. Allegedly, she was overseas playing basketball because in America she doesn't make enough money, so she had to go to another area to play basketball just to try to uh, keep her head above water, make a way if she can, because temporary layoffs, good times, you know. So yeah, what do you think about this situation?
Well, I have a story to tell.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is kind of a little personal. You feel me?
Okay.
As you know, me and my brother own a moving company as well, right?
Okay.
So probably about 5 years ago, 5 years ago, her girlfriend's sister was moving from Dallas to somewhere else. So when we got the paperwork, me and my brother said Brittany Griner. We're like, nah, this can't be the basketball Brittany Griner, the phenom, you know what I'm saying, dunking on bras and you know what I'm saying. This can't be her. You know what I'm saying? It's just the same name. It's coincidence.
Yeah.
So me and my guys, you know what I'm saying. I had two white boys working for me that day. So me and the two white boys, we go to the building. You know what I'm saying? And I see a tall figure from like 20 miles away. It's one of them long ass apartments with look like hotels and crap. You know what I'm saying? So I see a tall figure duck to go inside. You know what I'm saying? She was too tall to just walk through the doorway. Duck. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, that is her. You know what I'm saying? So we get in the building. I wasn't fanned out nothing because I don't do the fandom type deal. You know what I'm saying? I know who it is. I'm like, hey, ain't you Brittany Griner? She just look at me, shake her head, keep eating. You know what I'm saying? Didn't say shit. Her girlfriend and the sister go to the bathroom, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we feel you know what I'm saying, attack them, so they was in the bathroom the whole time. And then at the end of the day, didn't get a tip. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, so you know what I'm saying? I got out of the money, you know what I'm saying? Because when I went to the truck, I had to I called my brother, I said, hey, it is Brittany Griner. He's like, oh yeah, well, ask her this, ask her that, do this, do that. I'm like, bro, I ain't finna do all that. I ain't no sucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't finna be on her jock just because she played basketball. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't do all that. But still, the way she was acting, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because shit, I did, you know what I'm saying, compliment her, you know what I'm saying? She just looked at me, didn't say nothing. And then she didn't tip. So I said all that to say, am I wrong for like saying that's what you get because you didn't tip us?
Wow. Is this what is what? What the heck?
Petty. They call me
That's
Petty Pendergrass. Well, like, that's what you get for not tipping and being an asshole.
yeah, it's a little petty.
Don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I hope she get out soon. I don't want her to get to 10 years or nothing. But the little slap on her, because you stupid anyway. What is you doing? What are you doing? Wait till you get back to the States to get your damn vape pens with the marijuana and the damn thing anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's use our brains here. So, that's how I feel about it. I hope she do get out soon, though. 150 days was satisfaction enough for me for not tipping and being an asshole.
Do you feel like her being detained has anything to do with the fact that she's gay? Because a lot of people think that.
And black, because Russia don't play that. They don't like
Yeah,
black people, they don't like gays. and lesbians. It's the same thing, right? You
Yeah,
know these days. You know these letter.
I want to make sure I say
So
it right.
back in the day, Joker was scared of the FBI, the ATF, the DPD, FWPD. Now the LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? Don't say the wrong thing. They coming to get you. Wait, yeah. Yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah,
No
that's
comment.
yeah. Look, and I think they finna. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I ain't trying to hear it though, but so you said if that wasn't LeBron, that he'll still be down there? Because when you
I
said
don't.
it,
I've never known us to negotiate with terrorists, and the fact that they want to release her while we
well, a
release
kid
like
dog. I'm just saying though. I'm sorry. I know it's funny, but I'm petty as hell. So you know what I'm saying. I was like, okay, that's what she get.
and they want
Continue,
to
sis.
exchange her for like a war criminal. Like,
Yeah, 'cause they say we got somebody down here that we can do what we want to. She did this on our soil, so you know what I'm saying. Yeah,
yeah,
we
I
do what we
definitely
want to do with it. We can play by our rules.
yeah,
She shouldn't have
yeah.
came down here with that bull.
Oh my gosh. I hope she gets out. Like, I have empathy, but at the same time, like, it's just so much wrong with that situation. Um, but yeah, next topic. So you put McDonald's. I really know
This
I
was
met.
the chick that was filming going off on the baby daddy for bringing one kid out of her other 4 kids McDonald's instead of all the other kids. He gave her the food and the bro just threw it away. Threw it at him. Yeah, you stupid. You know what I'm saying? You knew I had other kids when you had a baby by me. Right?
Okay,
So
I saw that video.
so America was tearing her ass up, man. America was whooping her like that white man was whooping Kunta Kinte, telling him his name was Toby. They were tearing her ass up on the internet. You know what I'm talking about? So she goes on a response and she was like, okay, he was doing all this before. You know what I'm saying? What it do, my boy? You and your lovely co-host.
Hey Ken.
What it do? What it do, baby? Stay tuned. Anyway, yeah. So she goes on and respond and say that he was doing all this before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was, and all of a sudden he just stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like, now we ain't gonna feed one and not the others. You know what I'm saying? What's your take on it?
Yeah, I think a good man, and I'm gonna say this. I think a good man that just has a heart to give will give to all the kids. Now, however, I don't think a good man is responsible for giving to all of those kids, especially if they are not his kids. Now, if he was in a relationship with her, I think like, yeah, if you love her, then you need to love her children and support her.
No, just baby mama.
Yeah. So because he's just like he's one of the kids' dads, then I wouldn't assume he would be the man of the house. I wouldn't assume that at all. Like I'm single right now. Like I don't expect anybody I'm dating to bring my kids like steak. I won't say McDonald's because
What's
my
going
kids
on? Are you not listening?
what?
He's baby daddy, bringing his one son out of the 4. The other one, the bro got other baby daddies. She's saying, don't bring this one baby nothing. You're not gonna bring none, all of them McDonald's.
Yeah.
I heard what you're saying about the. Now, if the nigga want to do it,
He's
he can.
wrong.
What he's wrong.
She's wrong. She's wrong.
Okay, because you were talking about relationship like they together and he just doing one for one.
Oh, yeah. I was giving 2 different examples. I'm like, if they're in a relationship, then yes. If not, then no, absolutely not. He don't have to bring anything. And I think he was right for being like, yo, just bring me my kid, bring my kid outside. I let my kid eat away from the kids. That way they won't feel, slighted because my child has McDonald's and they don't. I mean, McDonald's is still pretty cheap.
I mean, yeah, that's like what, extra $6? That is cheap as hell, my boy. I'll be on your. Obviously, I be trying to be on these niggas' side sometimes, but sometimes they just lame. You know? But we don't know the situation. But if you bring that joke, I think she said she bring it to him every other day. Bring a McDonald's every other day. Now I don't know his financial situation, but you know what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't mind, but don't sit up here and put this camera in my face for what I'm doing for my son, opposed to putting the camera in your other baby daddy's face, saying, "Hey, my other baby daddy bring Jaquan McDonald's every other day." So y'all need to start bringing Bushika, Ray
Oh,
Ray, and Lil Dante, some McDonald's. Put them all on a group chat too. Hey, y'all need to step up. Do what this baby daddy doing. You know what I'm saying?
why do they
Shoot.
have to have ghetto on that? I'm not ghetto, but
Because she was ghetto. She was a piece of
we're not
trash.
ghetto. I
She
say
conducted herself. If she
ethnic,
conduct herself
ethnic
like
name.
trash, I expect she got trash names for kids. If she conducts herself like trash. When the nigga gave
Yikes.
her the food, she threw it at him. That's trash,
Yikes.
she ghetto, so her kids' names are ghetto.
Yikes.
Daquan, Lil Bushika, Lil Ray Ray, and those her
Okay.
kids' names.
Oh my goodness. Well, she took an L on that day. I don't think he took an L. I think he was rightfully so. As long as he's providing for his child, I think he's doing his job. Anything he wants to
Yeah.
do above and beyond that, that's extra.
Maybe not want to bring my little nigga down. I ain't finna bring him McDonald's. Next time I come, I'm bringing them Papa Do's.
I mean, he could have bought a 12 pack from Taco Bell though, like little
No,
party.
he could. He didn't have to. He could have. Yeah, he could have.
That would have
Just
solved the
like he,
problem.
just like he could have not brought his son McDonald's every other damn day.
Oh my
What would be the
goodness.
headline then if I wasn't feeding him at McDonald's every other day? But son, stop feeding. Why are you feeding him McDonald's every other damn day anyway? It's just poison. What are you doing, sir?
Oh my
Push it
god.
up.
All right, so next topic, final topic, the Dayton, Ohio O'Reilly shooting that you sent me over today. So I didn't know anything about this, but I was able to watch this very
It's
disgusting
on
video.
now. Yeah, you seen it? You seen it?
Yeah, I seen it. I can't actually post it because I don't want to get dinged on here on Facebook and YouTube, guys. So y'all can actually just Google it, Dayton, Ohio O'Reilly shooting. But we gonna describe it to you. So there was two women inside of the O'Reillys. One, I guess, was a customer. The other one that actually worked there. So they were actually going back and forth. The one behind the counter said something about the young lady's was it mama or daddy?
It was her mama.
And she
It's your
said,
mama.
"Yeah, your mama."
Mama on MTV.
You say,
Remember your mama on MTV when they talked to
"Yeah."
her, did the mama joke? It was like, it's your mama.
Yeah,
It was
so chick behind the counter said something about the customer's mom. The chick was already on 10 anyway, right? The customer. So she's like, come from behind the counter and say that about my mom. And chick behind the counter, da, 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 da. So lady walks over, pulls the chick, snatches the chick, da, 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 beats the chick up with bare hands. The only weapon she had was a fist. You hear me? So and then she let her go. Then she started picking up stuff out the floor. She started cleaning up. I don't know. She's cleaning up something. And then
she was
as
looking for her shoes.
oh, okay, she's looking for something. The chick goes back behind the counter, the one that just kind of got mollywopped, goes back behind the counter, grabs a gun, and shoots the lady in the store.
She was kicking her too, telling you're sorry, getting the kick on her.
Yeah, she shoots she shoots. So that's the story. You guys can look at it. It's pretty disgusting to me. I don't really like watching stuff like that. But what do you think about the situation? Like,
I have a couple of perspectives. You know, I'm different. You know, I'm an ex-hood nigga. First of all, everybody took a loss in it. All right. Now, the chick that beat the chick up, right? You had no business putting your hands on her. Now, I'm not justifying the shooting, right? She didn't have to shoot her. But at the end of the day, you don't know who you effing with. You know what I'm saying? From this girl's words, she just having words. You know what I'm saying? She just spits some words at you. Go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know who you're dealing with.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where that goes. Like, somebody can slap the crap out of me one day. I can fight. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting too old. What if I don't want to fight that night? I'm finna shoot you.
You tired? You just gonna shoot?
Yeah, I'm tired. I've been working all day. This young joker best with me. You know what I'm saying? He just slapped the crap out of me. Now, don't get me wrong. I can fight. What if I don't feel like fighting? You don't know who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So that's really on the broad that got shot. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, the girl didn't have to shoot you, but that's on the broad that got shot. You shouldn't have put your hands on that woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
He took it too far because that used to be a problem I have. Like, metaphorically, somebody will shove me. You know what I'm saying? But then y'all see my reaction. What I done did, y'all think I took it too far, but y'all didn't see him start it. You don't know who you effing with. Y'all didn't see the shove. Y'all just see my retaliation. And now I'm wrong. But y'all didn't see that I was minding my own business. You starting with you messing with me. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know how far people will take it.
Yeah.
And so keep your hands to yourself, America. We're touching people. Some people don't want to fight.
You Bernie Mac all of a sudden. Dude, all I'm gonna say is this. All I'm gonna say is like people just like you said, people don't fight no more, which is weird. I think it's the weirdest thing. Like you get beat up. All right. Get up, Craig. Craig, get up, Craig. Craig, get up.
See, he ain't fighting foul.
Dude, like she used her fist. Ain't like she picked up something out of O'Reilly's.
Because people can't take it. But true, right. My white brother from another mother. That's another color. That's my white brother right there. You there, right? Like, bro, like literally, bro. That's the first thing I used to think of when I used to get into it. I never thought about getting nobody shot or shooting nobody. I just wanted to fight. I felt disrespected. Fight. I heard you want to fight. Let's fight. Fight is happening.
The fight is happening.
Fight is going down. It's going down. Yeah. So.
You think she gonna get some jail time, or you think she was this woman?
Man, this girl finna own O'Reilly's.
What? She didn't die, did she?
No, she survived.
Okay, well that's good.
So her lawyer is already talking about looking into into the company. They're like, we might finna do a civil suit, right? Because who trained this woman? How was her training? What is this woman doing with a gun in the building? Man, she's gonna own some of that damn O'Reilly's, and I hope she see this and give our whole family a 90% discount every time we go to O'Reilly because it done brought and shot this woman for getting her ass whooped.
Oh my gosh. Well, on that note.
yeah. That's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? They finna tear O'Reilly's ass up. It's gonna be a black man on the logo with a screwdriver like this, with his lip poked out.
What the heck?
Tell you what, they filed that civil suit, man. O'Reilly boys gonna go down. I'm talking about O'Reilly instead of AutoZone from now on.
Oh my
gosh. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like it. Man, it is what it is. But people, if you can't fight, don't just stay behind.
But if you can't, you got people out there that can't fight that carry a gun for protection. That girl did not swing that one punch.
She did. She knew she couldn't fight. Why was she trying to go back and forth with this customer?
She's talking. She's doing this. She has the right to talk. That bitch can talk shit if she want to. They don't give you the right to come put your hands on me.
At work?
At work.
At work?
Yes, at work. You see what everything that's going on in America. You can't even go to the movies. You can't even go to church. You know what I'm saying? You seen the pastor that got robbed for $400,000 worth of jewelry. You got to take a gun everywhere. You seen the white boy that went to out there.
You're reaching. This is not that. This is not that.
So you telling me people that can't defend themselves with their fists is not carrying around a gun and use it for protection?
I'm saying you shouldn't be combative at work. Like you said, like you just previously said, like what is her training in terms of handling an irate customer?
I'm talking about the mentality of somebody that can't defend themselves with these. They finna get a gun, and if somebody come in this store like they did, somebody put their hands on me, I can't fight back, and this ain't finna buzz me up like that. I'm finna shoot you. This is what this is for, protection. If a joker come in there trying to rob the store, maybe they in the hood out there in Dayton, Ohio.
But that was not a robbery. That was just an old-fashioned spanking. That was just
I know, but I'm just saying.
If it were different, then yeah, I agree. But this is not that, so I can't be like she's justified in that behavior because first and foremost, if you're at work, you should remain professional at all times. And if you can't, you should probably quit your job and find one that's more suitable to your temperament. That's just me. That's just me. This is Tam HR speaking. I don't know.
People need their hands to themselves, or this won't happen. I don't condone. Don't get me wrong. I don't condone her shooting a girl, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, keep your hands to yourself. You never know. You don't know what people going through. You don't know if somebody's ready to kill somebody these days. You know what I'm saying? You already know it's been times to where you might snap if the wrong thing happened. You know what I'm saying? You never know what people going through. I done beat people up because I done had a bad day. They ain't even do too much. You finna get beat up because I'm having a bad day. It was the old me. It was the past. Anyway.
Yeah, a long time ago. Long time ago, right?
Long time ago.
Long time ago. Long time ago.
Yeah. Okay, final thoughts. Keep R. Kelly in jail for a little bit. Free Brittany Griner. You know what I'm saying? Roe versus Wade, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Leave the hate comments for this guy. Yeah, for that guy. Leave the hate comments for him. Thank you, please. His name is Watts.
I'll take it.
Take it. Final thoughts for me. I want to thank you guys so much for rocking with us. This is our first live. Hopefully we're able to entertain you guys.
And sorry for the hiatus, man. We've been going. Y'all sorry for the hiatus, but we're finna keep it rocking. We're finna keep it daily. We're finna keep it going, man. We're finna start pushing, man. You feel me?
Yeah, no. Yeah, we're gonna be locked in with new topics, new discussions. So, guys, if you have questions, anything that you want for us to answer on our next live, go ahead and comment it below. If you're new here, go ahead and click that like button, that share button, and please subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so we appreciate you all. And until next time, we'll see you guys around, maybe. I don't know. Bye. Like sometimes it's not always the prison. Sometimes Johnny is like 2 streets over.
I'm going to prison.
Yeah,
that was a dope show, huh, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm not saying that at all. She was white. She was white. She was white.